Alexandra Eala reveals the two moments that still feel surreal. Alexandra Eala arrived at the Cincinnati Open after another strong week in Toronto, where she reached the last 16 before losing 6-4, 6-0 to Belinda Bencic. Eala is also no longer followed only because of her results. Filipino fans have been turning up in big numbers wherever she plays, and that support has become one of the most noticeable stories around her rise. In Toronto, tournament director Karl Hale said organizers had to think carefully about where to schedule her because demand for tickets was so high. Her influence has reached beyond her own matches. After Eala won her first WTA title in Washington, Jessica Pegula pointed out how important the Filipino support was and said those fans were helping tennis grow around the world. For Eala, that attention has made her an important figure for women's tennis in the Philippines. Eala reached the fourth round at Wimbledon, where she defeated defending champion Iga Swiatek on center court, and then lifted her first WTA Tour trophy in Washington after beating Pegula in the final. She also entered Cincinnati as a top 20 player and the 17th seed. Eala names Wimbledon and Washington as her two biggest moments. With so much happening in a short period, Eala was asked in Cincinnati to pick the most surreal moment of her career so far. The Filipina admitted that choosing only one was almost impossible. For her, two achievements clearly stand above the rest. It is very, very difficult to pick, Eala said. It would have to be between Wimbledon and Washington. I think playing on center court and winning in such fashion against a great player, it was something that I will never forget, and it was my first win on center. So it was a crazy, crazy experience. And everyone says you will never forget your first title. So it's like my two babies. The Wimbledon moment was especially important because Eala had never won on center court before. She defeated Swiatek to become the first player from the Philippines to reach the second week of a Grand Slam. Only a few weeks later, she produced another breakthrough in Washington. Eala came through a difficult draw and then recovered from a set down against Pegula in the final, winning 4-6, 6-4, 6-0. It made her the first woman from the Philippines to win a WTA Tour level singles title. She also explained after the tournament that she felt she improved match by match and learned more about herself as the event went on. The title gave her extra confidence because she was able to see things she had worked on in training appearing in important matches. Those results have changed the level of expectation around her, but the 21-year-old appears aware that her rise has happened very quickly. Speaking in Cincinnati, she acknowledged that carrying the attention of an entire country can sometimes feel heavy, although she is also trying to enjoy what is happening. There are moments when it's heavy. There are moments when it's fun, Eala said. At the end of the day, I am also aware that it's a crazy experience. I'm just trying to take it all in. Eala wants to keep growing without losing sight of where she came from. Alex has repeatedly pointed out that representing the Philippines remains a big part of what motivates her. After Wimbledon, she spoke about how emotional it was to keep breaking new ground for her country, while also reaching personal goals she had worked toward for years. She has also said that traveling so much can make it difficult to understand just how big her impact has become back home. A visit to the Philippines after Wimbledon helped her see it more clearly, especially when she met supporters and heard how her success had encouraged them to follow tennis. I think it's crazy how inspiration can affect other people, Eala said. That's one thing I've learned, and I've realized going back home. At the same time, Eala has stressed that she still sees her career as a long process. Her first WTA title and Wimbledon run have raised expectations, but she remains focused on continuing the work that brought her this far. Earlier at Wimbledon, she explained that every new step feels special because it is both something for Philippines and something personal. It's things that I've been working really hard for. It's things that my team has been working really hard for, Eala said. I really appreciate that I'm able to share this with the nation, but I think first and foremost it makes me super proud because of the work that I've put in. Her next challenge is Cincinnati, where she received a first-round bye and will begin against Elena Gabriela Ruse. With the U.S. Open also approaching, Eala now has another chance to build on the two moments she says she will never forget.